spicy because any win for Alliance is going to be big, I feel like, for their mentality.
Yeah.
And every loss, everyone's just going to kind of flame the decision, right? That's kind of how it works.
That's always how it works, yep. What are your thoughts on Nico Baby not playing this like end-all be-all core, right? We normally see him on these Spectres, on these TBs. He's playing an Ursa this game.
It looks like he feels as though he has to play fast in a game like this. And I don't know if there's any single carry here that out-carries Lone Druid, Bristle, and Stormspirit when you already have like Chen, Void Spirit, and Mars. So I think he just wants to play really fast with his team. And Nico Baby's a really, really good player. Like, he can play this kind of tempo if he needs to.
Yeah, we just don't get to see it as much as Taiga. He's getting beat down right now by Hanskin in that middle lane. Looks like the runes will be stolen bottom by Radiant, so they are going to get a 3-for-1 rune to start it off on Alliance.
Yeah, I will say when you have Bounty Hunter too, you can't pick the greediest carry because then you have two different heroes that can't fight.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunter is not really a fighter in a traditional sense. He just kind of gives you move speed, and you hope that that's enough. Move speed and vision is enough to win fights.
Well, I'm looking at this. It looks like a tri-lane starting out bottom, but I believe Boxy saw that because he does ping out right when he went in Viz. He pings out Nico Baby as well. He's like, all right, something's a little bit fishy here.
I don't like the smell of this.
And he will get hit.
But I think it's mainly because they see S4 as S4 sees like a safe lane Storm. He's probably like, there's no way that I can die.
Yeah. And he will now get the TV from Bounty Hunter as he pops his last Invis. As we've seen, all the European Bounty Hunters, they like going for the level 1 Shadow Walk to get the extra damage, not that Janata that BSJ normally wants them to get, and, you know, support to core differences.
Yeah, no, BSJ is insane.
Yeah.
But a lot of harass coming out of this top lane. Insania doesn't actually have any more mangoes, so he's going to have to back up in Clarity, but he might actually just lose it instantly if he's not careful.
Eats the right tree and gets the good pathing. And look at that, even at tower head, he really realizes, like, if I hit that Clarity off, all of a sudden this lane is super weak, right? But now if Insania sits back, he gets 2 extra Novas as long as he doesn't get hit.
Level 1 Clarity now is super hyper efficient. Like, it used to be pretty bad, but now it's what, 6 mana regen a second for 30 seconds? That's really fast. And if he's not going to get either the range creeps looking like, Hanskin, they've got to be careful here.
Insania did. Insania got one of them. He's like, I'll take that one. Storm misses the next, but they don't get him denied. Oh, the nuke comes out. S4 taking so much damage. And it is pushing into the tower. Now you have to decide, do we possibly want to dive? But they'll just healing salve it up.
This lane is going better than I expected for Liquid. Meanwhile, at bottom, it looks like Bristle is not having the easiest time, but it does look like he has all those creeps under him.
Yeah. This lane's weird, right? Because it is, you know, Ursa loves stacking stuff up on high HP heroes, but Bristleback obviously loves just running away and getting attacked. So feels like it really comes down to the support play. And Phoenix versus Chen in lane. Phoenix obviously a lot more aggressive, but Chen, hey, the regen on this Ursa probably happy against the Bristleback.
Yeah. I do think Ursa is pretty good in this game. He's good against Bristleback. He's good against Lone Druid. Really good against CM because of the status resist, and good against the egg. Like, there's no hero that I think he's terrible here against, and Insania might actually just be dead.
Yeah, he gets speared. There is going to be another nuke, and Hanskin with the long-range right-click gets the kill. First blood there for them.
And this is why we don't typically see CM very often, is just because of how weak of a safe laner she is. She's very squishy.
Yeah, it feels like when she was really strong and everyone was running her, it was literally just to get the range crease, but there's so many other heroes now that do that.
Absolutely, Grant.
Yep, middle lane. Limp and Quakeva actually going at it, and who's winning? The Void Spirit 16-4 right now to the 14-4, so actually very, very even with a slight edge to the Void Spirit.
Limp is holding on to that point, though. Not really sure what he wants to go for. Maybe if he, in a pinch, needs the Dissimulate, he'll level it.
And it seems we're just sticking with 2-on-2 lanes. Obviously, Alliance kind of has to as a Chen. You don't move around like you used to. Top lane, a lot of nukes coming out again. Insania, he's in a little bit of trouble. One more right click from Hanskin should be enough. It is S4. He's just going to waddle on out of there.
And he's got to be careful to not die after they just got another kill, but Alliance are doing very well so far in the laning phase.
Yeah, they're looking clean. Bottom lane as well. Makes Boxy finally use his healing cell. Boxy's still with 4 tangos, so not too bad on the region. On the other side, Ursa, his are all in the stash right now, so he does need to play a little bit more careful himself.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit weary here. He doesn't have tangos, and he is dropping pretty low. Boxy's even going to bring his courier down to deliver himself even more mangoes than this.
Yep. Is this Chen just dead? Oh, he has to TB out, I was about to say.
That was level 2 Fire Spirits. And now they're pinging towards Nico Baby at bottom. He's got no support to help him out. He's going to get his range creep denied. He's going to try to drag the creep wave, and a dive in from Taiga shouldn't really do too much.
Yeah, his Fire Spirits were about to run out, so he dives in just so he makes sure to get that extra one in. And, well,
this is going to be no farm for Ursa for a little bit. He has no support down here. His courier isn't quite here yet.
And it's spotted by Taiga. They had that ward. We'll see if he goes for it. It's even coming the bad way. He's going to snipe. Nico Baby needs to at least run over. He will get his regen. This should be a courier kill. It is. Taiga in trouble, though. Throws out the Fire Spirit. He's not in trouble at all. This might just be a straight-up kill. One more set of quills is enough. That's huge. You get the courier and top lane. What the hell's going on? S4 and Hanskin go down.
Oh, this is not a lane that I think top should lose.
Oh, my goodness. You were doing so well on, honestly, on all the lanes of the alliance, and then you give away those 2 kills. That's a rough one.
Yeah, I don't think Storm CM is the best kill lane that I've ever seen or heard of. Bounty Hunter Mars seems really strong. And it was looking really good. Like, they abused Insania to begin with, but from here...
Now it gets scarier because Mickey's level 5. S4 is only 4.5. And it's interesting because Alliance actually has the Sentry Ward Battle 1 up top for now. They have theirs down, so I'm curious. But Limp versus Koikva middle. Limp's still doing a very good job.
Yeah, it's very even
dead
lane.
even. Yeah, it is a very even lane. They both hit level 6.
It's just this bottom lane and this top lane. Like, the side lanes are not going well for them.
Another pull in S4. He's going to go down to one more right click. He doesn't. It's to Mickey. He's getting close to level 6. Hanskin going to try to run. Do we have any sentries? We don't. Just Observer wards on Insania.
But that's a courier.
Oh, man. I still got to say, I will say that, and this is not just to Alliance, to all pro teams. God, we lose so many couriers now. People are still not used to this. Slow couriers, everyone having a lot. I don't know. It just seems like something everyone can work on.
Oh, 100%. You just don't really think about the pathing, I think.
Yeah. I agree. Like, bottom lane, right? We saw, like, it went under the big camp instead of to his tower. You just kind of forget sometimes. Well, it is now more than 1,000 gold lead for Liquid just like that. The top lane, that shift. It feels like a lot of momentum because you need S4 to be probably the one roaming around a lot early with that level 6.
And Boxia bottom. They need to do something about this hero.
Oh,
that's why Limp is going to come.
Yeah, he is. And he sees Taiga. Taiga actually spots him out. Box is like, yo, I got to get out of here. He has the phase boots as well, so he moves pretty quick. Limp's trying to chase. Limp's actually taking a ton of damage.
I think Taiga might die for this, though.
He might, because you see he did use the fly. They should be able to just right-click him down. Limp or Nico Baby can get the kill. Limp will pick it up.
Did take them a while, though, and they didn't kill the target that they really wanted. And this is going to open up just a little bit more space for this bottom lane and this mid lane, too.
Oh, and I think Hanskin might have forgot the outpost actually shows invis, so he's trying to be sneaky, but he gets spotted out by that outpost, so they know he's rotating middle.
Yeah, and he sees the stacks. That's really what he wanted to confirm. And this is likely going to be for the Storm Spirit, I would imagine, who now has a bottle.
How do you fight as Alliance? You're going to have to commit some heroes there if you do want to fight at those stacks, right?
Oh, 100%. I think it really comes down to Limp's rotation, as he's going to get TP'd in mid. Insania's pinging, and they're going to go, but the TP in from Limp I think will dissuade this, and they might even get the kill. He accidentally used the roar on the Chen. No, he saves it.
Did TP out, and he does survive. Koikva's courier actually goes down to Hanskin, and yep, there's another one.
They just all die.
All the couriers, rest in peace. It's little animals.
Poor guys.
Oh, man. Now Koikva is, again, a lot ahead middle, and he just gets 2 roots in a row, and Limp takes him down to 50%, and it is going to be the runes. It will be an invis, but Koikva kind of did his job, right? You just don't want that Void Spirit to refill his body. You got to be a little careful. He's going to pop his ulti. The new one just gives you that nice HP, and he didn't want to get jumped on. He realized it was 3v1, just no reason to risk it.
It's a really long cooldown, though.
It is.
And it's only going to last for a few more seconds. It's like 30 seconds from here. So maybe they have some kill potential on him after it goes down. But this is a lot of wasted time by Hanskin while the CM's just stacking, and she's going to run into the Bounty Hunter, too. And in fact, some pings go out. She doesn't have any sort of dust. And S4 has now finally hit 6.
That's good.
So he should be okay in this top lane. But when it comes to pure CS right now, this is pretty one-sided.
Yeah.
Nico Baby's got to be careful. He does have his Enrage. He's going to pop it, try to get away. Boxy doesn't want to fight under the creep wave.
Yeah. And they will back it up. So he has phase boots now, just flew him out in the Ursa as well. Zebe, he's down here. Just going to throw a little bit of right clicks there. And now, you know, Nico Baby's like, yo, just stand here with me. I need the regen. And Boxy, he is very fast, and Taiga once again gets the courier kill. It's going to be a jump forward from Nico Baby, and it is a TP in from Limp. Boxy, a little bit too aggressive. He gets the kill on Chen, but they get the counter kill on him. Limp already showing a lot of aggression.
Yeah, and he needs to be aggressive everywhere on the map. This Mars is a little bit too far behind, so he doesn't really have a lot of plays to make. Insania is going to spot out with the sentry. And he just does some kind of weird loop-de-loop.
Bye. And he's back into his jungle. Gonna go maybe stack up at the 10-minute mark. Bounty runes a spawn in 2. We'll see if they want to take a fight. I feel like S4, you either TP bottom now or you definitely... And, okay, he's TPing middle.
They're going to go for the bear. Koikfa.
Oh, he has his ulti again. He's going to pop it, so he will get a little bit of HP, and it's a lot. The spear actually ends up hitting on the Storm Spirit. He zipped into it, but they're going to turn around. That might have been very good for Liquid on accident. Hanskin, he's going to get right-click down now as well, and oh my goodness, the 1 second cooldown on Lone Druid ulti. I love you see him turning into it, and then boom, just raw HP.
And Nico Baby's coming in, but won't get, looks like, either the bounty runes. So for now, all the bounty runes controlled by Liquid, and both outposts were taken by them too. This is not the kind of start that you wanted as Alliance. And that spear, like you said, that was perfect. I don't think Mickey meant to do that.
And he just tanks it. Like, the bear would have died right there, and that's a lot of your damage. So a nice play by him nonetheless, whether it's intentional or not. But bottom, going in again. Boxy, the one, ooh, the Sunray, almost enough to heal, and they do get the tower. But Limp seems to be Boxy's enemy down in this bottom lane quite a few times now.
That gave him a lot of levels. That's helping him out.
He's almost 9. He will be. Middle lane, they're just running. And oh, Chen, I have a feeling Mask of Madness. There's a reason people don't give Koik for this hero. He's just going to run you down with it.
The root at the last second to just add insult
the
to
BM,
injury.
yeah, like I would have killed you anyways.
And what? That was weird. The spear like shoved him to the side.
Yeah.
And Koikfa's going to commit for this tower. More heroes filtering in from Liquid. Looks like nobody else is coming in from Alliance. And they're getting out-leveled really hard.
I would say, yeah, I'm looking at the top lane right now is the big one. Mickey's level 10. The Ursa's getting close to level 8, but still 7. And you can tell, it's a 4K gold lead right now. Well, Limp.
There's still the jungle stacks, too. Everything is double stacked in this jungle. Look at the Ancients. Those are stacked. Taiga during this entire time was stacking both the Ancients and the hard camp simultaneously, so Boxy's going to get huge. And this Tricore from Liquid is just going to get really fat really soon if Alliance don't make a move, but I think their support duo is really weak. Yeah. Like, Bounty Hunter, Chen, doesn't sound like either of them deal damage. And when you're behind like this, you need spells to kill, and neither of them are really spellcasters. Like, this Bounty Hunter is still level 5.
Not even with the track, and he's actually 1-2-1 build, still holding on to a point himself.
And another stack, he's not able to block either of those. They've got to do something, because this passive game style is not benefiting them at all.
Yeah, the whole point, you have a much worse late game, but a very good early game, and it almost feels like Liquid's about to just skip that early mid game because they are killing so many stacks. But we do see S4. He did throw out that first ulti. It was aggressive. They didn't get the kill there close. Insania? Thought S4 might think about maybe just going for that solo kill, getting something out of it.
And there's a dust here.
Oh, they get it, and yep, there's the Lone Druid root. So much damage on this bear. My God, they're just going to run for it for more. Zibe! He gets rooted up. He's going to keep getting right-click. Mask of Madness on cooldown. It's not going to matter, even with that Ice Ogre. And it's just a beatdown right now.
Yeah, they're getting out-farmed, out-rotated, no kills. They don't really have any tower pressure. None of the towers are even really looked at or touched. They're going to lose the mid-tower for that. There's still sacks for Liquid to go for. And Alliance, something's got to give. You pick Nico Baby, this Ursa, so that you could hit this like really sick mid-game timing. And we just haven't seen that so far. And if you look at the stack difference...
Yeah, it's big.
And Boxy's going to get massive. He almost has a Halberd. He's got a Sanj coming up right now in a second. Insania might pop the ulti for this to get his own
yeah, let's go. The position 5 dream right now. Yo, don't cancel it. That's a little too nice. Yeah, but Blitz.
What's up?
Have you ever just helped your friend so much that it hurt you? Sometimes you just got to take it.
Yeah, I mean, I casted with Cat for like 4 years. So.
Yeah, I know. But now look at you. So it turned out okay. Now you're with me. Hey!
Let's go. Upgrades in 2020, baby. Across the board.
And as you said, I think the big thing is these supports. The Bounty Hunter is still not 6.
He's just walking around watching them farm stacks. Like, that's his best option right now. They're not getting aggressive anywhere around the map. Like you said, it's 14 minutes in. I have to assume somebody took the tome. Nobody's level 6.
I want to say Limp, the one he's been trying, he's counter-rotated bottom twice pretty successfully against Boxy, but you need more than just a Void Spirit making plays.
Yeah, I think Limp is, I mean, he's 3-1-0, and his game is kind of maintained, but he doesn't have somebody to play with, I think is the problem. There's no damage dealer or stun for him to go in with, and so he's just kind of, everyone's just farming by default. And we talked about how Liquid has this really strong tri-core, and they have 2 more useful supports. So as time goes on, I think you sort of just win the game if nothing's happening.
No doubt. Boxy actually 1 creep away from level 12, and as you said, so close to that Heaven's Halberd. He is he feels unkillable, because there's no way you're going to have a Spirit Vessel very early in this game, if at all, on Alliance.
I mean, Bounty Hunter's trying to go for it, but he doesn't even have the earn at 15 minutes. He might steal some bounty runes here. That could be... Ooh. This is going to be their first bounty rune. And,
no, Mickey got it.
Ooh,
everything just feels like it's coming up wrong right now for Alliance.
Yeah, and they're going to spot him too. They know.
Yeah, they jump forward, and this should be a kill. It is. Mickey picks it up. Even on the backside, Boxy was harassing back the Mars and the Chen the whole time on that high ground.
Yeah, the last 8 bounty runes, both outposts, all go for Liquid, and that's really going to make your supports especially really poor. And you can see that Chen doesn't have mech yet. Still only level 5. They're both level 5 at 15 minutes on their support duo right now.
It was rough. You did put 2 of these kind of supports that I know, at least us, obviously we're not pro players, but we do not like the Chen and the Bounty Hunter support. They both kind of, you need stuff on him, and they're getting nothing.
Yeah.
Straight up. It's not like an Oracle, right? Like an Oracle, sure, you got your Tranquil Boots, you have your Windlace, you have your save, but these heroes, they need like a mech on the Chen, Spirit Vessel on the Bounty, and they're just not there yet.
Yeah. Honestly, it looks kind of just like Alliance are lost.
Yeah.
Like, they're not really making any plays. It doesn't really feel like they want to take fights. I think this is kind of the issue. Like, it's more draft related than play related, because they can't really make any plays right now. They have to just sort of chill and farm. The concern right now is if you give up Roche because you've given up this mid tower and this top tier 2.
Which you probably will, because the Bear does have his Deso now, by the way. We saw him shred that tier 2 tower top with it. Uh-oh. S4 going to be initiated on the Goose coming out. He will spear him. There's just the ulti thrown out, but they have nothing to stop. They do. The Shuriken goes out there, just going to try to run away. In comes Nico. This is the fight they need. Insania goes down. The problem is Boxy is such a beefy boy. Insania's actually going to pop that buyback and try to fly back in. Nico, baby,
nice
the remnants there. Will it be enough?
They
it's
have
a
the
spear
storm.
away. They get him. Mickey goes down. S4 will get chased. The problem is you have these very tanky Baron Bristleback you have to get through now. There's the pyramid dropped. Limp goes down. Nico, baby, getting run after. It's a great kill on Mickey, but the problem is there's 3 other heroes with 10,000 net worth as well.
And that wasn't too bad for Alliance, though.
It wasn't.
They got 2 kills right there.
And a buyback even from the Crystal Maiden.
2 kills and a buyback. If you just look at the fight recap, gold actually went in their favor.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe it changes a little now with Taiga getting a solo kill with the Chen, but...
And he's got Spirit Vessel. But you can see that Alliance can still win team fights, and they were doing the correct thing by just holding. You saw Mickey get Yulesed up. He needed Boxy to run into that Aether Remnant, I think.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You get the kill on Mickey, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, this ain't good, and they have to run away. But if you can do stuff like that, like get that pick off and somehow disengage, they still can. The problem is getting the disengage.
Yeah. I think disengaging for their team is kind of difficult.
Nigh impossible.
Mickey's going to zip in for the road.
Will he get the last hit?
Yep.
He's like, mine and mine.
Group project, you know? You just come in at the end. You did the PowerPoint slides.
Blitz, what were you, did you actually do your homework, or did you make other people do it in school?
I did it all the time. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I never did mine.
Oh, really? Who did it for you?
Well, in group projects, actually. Well, I just didn't do it. Why did D's get degrees, right, or something like that? I don't know.
It's C's get degrees, dude. It's C's get degrees.
Well, explains why I don't have a degree then, yeah?
It's C's get degrees, Grant. D's get degrees.
Well, I
don't know
have
what kind of degree you got.
Oh, man. Boxy, what's he going for? He's going for a Yules himself. Is there any specific reason for Yules on Bristleback in this game?
I'm not really sure, honestly.
Okay, maybe he just wants mana.
Enrage.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yules is one of those. Yules, I think, is like one of the few stuns, if only, that doesn't really care about status resist. Yeah. Correct, Brian? Yes.
Correct.
Yules no cares.
Okay. Well,
maybe he also thinks he has mana issues.
Yeah, they were looking. They almost found the Phoenix. The problem is they don't have too much lockdown. You need a perfect Ewells or Aether Remnant and Limp. He was right there, and they're thinking, oh, they're going to run it. Storm Spirit's going to be the first one going. He's not too scared. They pull him in. It's Insania. That will be a dieback if he goes down, but no, Limp jumps away. It's going to be a free Bounty Hunter, more than likely going down here.
They execute on the Remnant.
And they just back out.
Yeah.
So Alliance, they only lose one there. Could have been worse, but close to getting that Crystal Main. Honestly, then you make it a 4v5 game for a bit because he did die back.
Yeah, I can kind of see how Alliance could potentially win a team fight. It really comes down to them finding the CM and the Storm on the jump, and then you can kite the Bristle and the Lone Druid. Because I don't know if you kill a Lone Druid when he has his ulti up.
It feels, yeah, 2,300 HP with 22 armor. I'm just going to say you won't. Meanwhile, Boxy, he trying to bait out Nico Baby's ultimate. It looks
there's
like
a smoke, and if they could catch Koikva, they know he's down here alone. This would be a massive pickoff. He doesn't have his ultimate too, and here's S4.
That's going to be a
with
perfect
the
spear. Is it enough? Whoa, he gets feared beforehand. Koikva just gets brought down. Yeah, Mickey, he jumps in now, but uh-oh, you got to be careful. He does have that Aegis, but still, you're missing one of your big ones, and he's just going to drop the egg to maybe disengage. A little bit of miscommunication from Liquid, and now they're just going to run away.
Egg. And that's Koikva being really greedy. They showed one hero mid, and the Bounty Hunter was just kind of scouting around.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. They got something big on the map.
Did.
The Lone Druid was the
biggest kill.
The biggest bounty, yeah.
We do see a pull, and Boxy is hasted, by the way. He gets that rune bottom, but if you didn't know, Ewell's Purges will take off that haste. And Limp, he's dancing right now on this Void Spirit with this Ewell's. He's making a lot happen.
And there are bounty runes plenty for Liquid to go for. I think Boxy got the last one, but they should know about this other bounty here.
We see the Sunray trying to heal up Mickey. Does have that Bloodstone.
Yeah, and the Essence Ring too.
We see it. Yeah, look at that. Liquid pretty much odds on. That is an absolute, I mean, what would you give it, Blitz, personally?
12-1 is insane.
It is a 12K lead at 21 minutes, though.
Sure, but 12-1 is insane.
It is. You're not wrong. I mean, the win probability on Dota Plus has it at, what is that, 98%. I feel like, I know Dota Buff also really likes Lone Druid. He's up there with Spectre, actually, with late game, even though he's, like, not at all. Yeah, like, if you had Spectre versus Lone Druid, actually very even, which is hilarious.
Huh. So I don't think that the 12-1 or the 98-2 is very accurate. Let's say, I think, like, 85-15, 90-10 is safer. What do you think, Gods? 90-10? 12-1. You think that's accurate?
On the 12-1.
You think that's accurate? Wow. Okay.
And we do have a quick pause. Boxy lag. Try to get him back in here. So Storm Spirit going Ags next item. What about on Radiant? What do we got? Mars has the Blink going Vlad's.
Yeah.
Ewell's into Solar Crest on Void Spirit, and Ursa, he has his BKB, and he has Vampire Fangs and a Mask of Madness.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
this
he's not
Ursa
underfarmed
hurts.
at all. Once he gets a Basher, like, I can see a way for Alliance to win this game. They get the jump on Insania, they get an immediate 4v5, then they just kind of kite and fight nonstop. They need to leave the Bristle back for last, and he's not going for any more damage items. In fact, he's got this Ewell's, so it's not like he's scaling at the same rate. Like, this is 2,700 gold that, you know, is for a Cyclone. Like, you would prefer to see like a Abyssal Blade or like a Radiance or an Octarine or something like that, but no.
And then the Bounty Hunter, we were struggling with those levels, but level 9.5 now, and actually very close to the Spirit Vessel, only about 600 off Chen. Still behind, but it's a Chen. Like, if you have a slow start on a Chen, he's one of those heroes, it's like, man, I hope I get some passive gold and I can buy a mech, because it's a rough one.
The amount of jump that Alliance has is actually really nice. Like, they have Void Spirit plus Mars, and I always say, like, whatever team... Like, you can come back if you can get an initiation. That's how Dota works. Like, if you can instantly turn a fight into a 4-on-5, like we saw at bottom when they got the jump on the Lone Druid, he does die when he doesn't have ulti up.
And then you saw they had to use the Phoenix Egg to just disengage there. It feels like a lot of this game at OL is on Taiga to have well-placed eggs, because when this Ursa does commit, he's committed, but if your egg's too close to him, BK beat up, he'll just kill it. Exactly. It feels like this. We'll see what Taiga can do. He feels like he can really control this game.
And if Taiga just dies, like if he messes up with the egg, like that could be a really big turning point too for Alliance. But it really just depends on what kind of jump they get and who they get the jump on. If they can catch one of the two supports, like blow up this Phoenix with the Ewell's combo, that would be a really good start. If they could catch this Lone Druid or this Storm, like they have really good kill combos on the side of Alliance.
I do gotta say, Alliance has a Pupil's Gift not being used. That is usually the most highly valued one. But obviously Ursa, the Vampire Fangs are amazing. Essence Ring, just having that raw HP. And the Vambrace, pretty good, especially on a strength here. It's actually more strength because, you know, you don't get any strength if you're a strength here with that Pupil's Gift. So it's just odd. I've never really seen a Pupil's Gift not be used. And they do have a Mango Tree they haven't even placed yet. We'll see if they do that. On the other side, what neutral lines we got going? I saw David or Pop-Tart was looking at them all.
Vampire Fangs and Essence Ring. Essence Ring, I think, is an excellent Storm item. Everyone always forgets about the 6 int and the 2.5 mana regen. I think it's the highest mana regen item for a tier 2 item, in fact.
It's a good amount. And you also see the bear gets to hold 2 of them. Your little silly bear gets to hold one himself.
Silly goose.
Little silly guy. I still wish there was a Winnie the Pooh skin. I really do. Like, and it's just freaking Winnie the Pooh running around with like a honey pot. That'd be sick. And he had his own voice lines. Like, the bear himself had his own voice lines. Like, don't put your head into the honey or something. I don't know.
I don't think Winnie ever said that.
Nah, I mean, you don't ever take Winnie the Pooh's honey. He actually, in lore, he almost beat up Piglet. They're going to initiate in middle.
In lore?
Quakebuff. Chasing him down with the Lone Druid, and he gets the Fear, so he won't even be able to just run away. It's a quick bring down there on S4. That is the one problem. As you said, they need jump, which is why you went Blink. But when you go Blink first, you're pretty squishy on Mars.
And both beefy heroes just running in. You can see Boxy setting the line with the gem. Not afraid of dying at all. I don't think Nico Baby, this is the target he necessarily wants to hit.
It's so hard. Like, how do you, that's the problem too. He doesn't have a blink on the Ursa, so how does he get in? They jump forward, there will be an assimilate right on the ground. It's a buyback by S4, and I think Liquid, they knew that was coming. Yeah, they're disengaging. That was really well played by them.
Yeah, they instantly got out of there. Boxy just set the line for them, got the rest of the team out, and yeah, for Alliance, like the gold lead grows, the gold disadvantage grows even more.
Yeah, I feel like if this Spirit Bear is on top of you, you're just dead. He has a Deso Basher mask and an Imp Claw.
Oh, yeah,
this dude hurts.
Now I know why Boxy decided to go for Yule's. The Dispel on the track.
Okay. I was wondering if that is, I think that's a good thing for that. You're running away, boom, and Yule's it off.
Yeah. And I know he's been having internet problems lately for the past like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't really get it fixed right now.
Yeah, pretty rough. You know, do any house calls or anything from internet companies. So hopefully we'll see him back in here soon. And this feels like this might be a GG smoke from Alliance, right? You smoke up. If you get wiped here, might be the end, but I do like they're going for it.
Oh, yeah. They have to make some sort of play. You can see the XP and the net worth graphs just going steadily downwards. And the win probability is now 99% to 1.
But there is a chance.
They lost half their chance.
There is a chance, Blitz. They did.
They lost half.
I'm trying to think. So, okay, we see where they're smoked up. Where should they move? Do you head more towards the bottom lane? Like, because what vision do they have? I'm looking for Radiant. I don't see any wards up, so they're blind.
So typically you end up smoking towards your vision. I think smoking towards the triangle is not a bad idea here. Okay. If they could catch Liquid farming out right now, and Liquid have to know about this, or they should. This is, in my opinion, like kind of an obvious move. Because if you notice, they don't really have... Oh, Insania said ready before Boxy.
Oh, never mind. I like S4.
S4 was like,
are you sure?
Yeah, we can go.
It sounded like Boxy probably said it. So Boxy made Insania like look dumb because he's like, yo, guys, I'm back. And he wasn't actually back. He just rejoined now.
He said, if you guys want, S4 said graciously, if you guys want, we can remake this game, run it back.
That was really nice.
Yeah, really good sportsmanship.
Okay, so it looked like they were going to go bottom, but now they're going to go more towards that top lane. Nico Baby, he was smoked up, but kind of forced to push in that middle lane, or else
it's too obvious.
It's too obvious,
if creeps are hitting your racks, at that point...
something's not right in the game.
Where could they be?
I wonder. Well, Hanskin might be getting a courier kill here. He plants the ward.
Oh, this would be
Let's see if he goes for it.
This is gold, baby.
That's gold. Bonk.
That's gold.
Kills the courier. They ping him out, but at that point, you know, well, he got us.
He gone. You commend him for being dastardly.
Yep, and he's just running away. He's like, maybe I'll find another one at the secret shop as he runs down there. But Dire grouped up top. They're smoking themselves here. Will be a 4-man smoke, and it looks like you see this a lot. 4-man smoke, and you connect down to your other player, which is the Storm Spirit. farming down bottom.
And they're going to spot them under vision. They see Nico Baby farming. Mickey's hiding in the tree line. He wants the rest of his team to get here first. He's going to go for the zip.
And he gets the pull. Can they stun him up before he gets that ulti? The basher first hit on the bear, and that's the best kill you can get right there.
And there's a DD rune at bottom for Mickey to refill his bottle.
Oh,
he's got Aghanims too. And you can see Hanskin's game plan has just changed. Now he's just become like the courier sniper.
Courier and trying to like cut waves. You see even Limp, he is stuck in that top jungle. And I like it, even Brad, that's Taiga. He's like, I believe there's people here in our side, and they just run right at the racks. That melts. Goodbye, melee racks.
Yeah. Good job by them.
Yeah, going for that assault carries next on the Spirit Bear. Oh, S4. Very close. Quick blink away. Storm Spirit, he pops that DD. You're just dead.
Still have a bottom...
Yeah, look at Chen. Chen, by the way, pulled the creeps to middle lane with one little guy, so it does slow down that bottom push, but it doesn't matter. They're just going to run, and Box actually taking a lot of damage, but he gets his back turned, and Phoenix Sunray.
Phoenix Sunray is very efficient. And Alliance have all in for this fight. Nico Baby has no gold. They're just going to run in and see what happens.
Yeah, he bought the Mithril Hammer, needs a little extra damage. They just lock him down. You don't want to have to use your ulti this early, but he does. And now it's the zip forward. He pops his BKB. No basher, so he can't send him up. Limp goes down immediately. It's a Phoenix egg on the ground. They get S4. The Phoenix blows up. It is a buyback from Limp. Zibe dies. Handskin dies. It's looking like Alliance's hopes in this game are dying as they'll just go for the racks. And an absolutely clean game. Wait, the Chen buys back. We'll see if he can defend. He does have the trusty shovel. Dig up that bounty.
Dig it up.
Dig it up.
Get that gold going. That's your buyback, maybe. Oh, he's not. You're mad.
Yeah, I'm a tad upset about the shovel.
Your Midas reminder?
It is. Meanwhile, Insania does go down to Limp. Mickey's like, oh, okay. I guess you can have our support.
They're going to get megaed here, though, if they don't make a move soon.
They are, and it's so hard. The Mars down for 30 seconds. Has his ulti right when he respawns, but it might be a little bit too late. Nico Baby just calls it. And this one was a little bit tough because you could see Alliance's game plan, but the problem was you just kind of, that top lane actually went well for them for the first 4 minutes, and then the double kill, right? That one double kill felt like it turned the game.